Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Studio 3B. Today I wanted to share with you a little discovery I made in the world of music, and it's just more of an unearthing of a new passion I believe I'm stumbling upon, and that is one for vinyl records, in particularly now 45s. On Facebook Marketplace for various things such as audio equipment, maybe some cables, speaker cables, interconnects, good deals like that. I've already picked up a couple of things off Facebook Marketplace for a really good deal. People tend to want to get rid of their stuff pretty quickly on this platform, and it's just a good way to find a good deal in audio equipment especially. Well, I stumbled across people in the local area, and it seems to be pretty prevalent just about anywhere in the US. Next door to you, there's somebody that's moving and giving away, for a very good price, vinyl records. They will unload them sometimes at 100 at a clip, or even more, maybe a couple, 200-300 vinyl records at a clip, just to get them out of their way because they're moving and they just can't bring it with them. So they have this huge collections and they're just looking to get rid of them at a very discounted price. This is a great way to stumble across new music, and at the rate vinyl record prices are going these days, new in stores such as Barnes & Noble or online, Amazon, they're running upwards of like $30 to $50 for a decent LP. I mean, yeah, some of the more basic ones can be up around $20, but some of the gatefold type vinyl records will definitely run you in the 30s at least. So that's pretty pricey if you're trying to be a collector of vinyl and you love music, and per album that may steer you out of vinyl market and back into digital. I kind of sway back and forth with the vinyl versus digital thing. So honest to God, I really do just love listening to new music or new old music, and I think the best way I've found to discover that is old dusty records that you just have to clean up yourself a little bit, get a little bit of vinyl record cleaner, spray it on there, get a towel, a microfiber towel, and just dust it off. There's homemade solutions that you could use for these records, and they involve a little bit of distilled water, couple drops of Dawn dish soap, and rubbing alcohol. So it's a pretty simple solution to make, but you just clean these records up and you can get them $1 to $3 a pop per record for a 33. And recently I discovered a great way to listen to music, 45s. Yes, it's less convenient. You listen to one song per side, but the fidelity on each one of these songs is just incredible. They spin at a faster rate, so the groove has more ability to hold more information. So you get like much tighter bass. The whole treble attack hits your ears like way better on a 45 in general, as long as you got a good pressing. And I just really enjoy listening to these. I've got a couple here that I stumbled across from a couple different locations in my area. So I got Dire Straits, Money for Nothing, Love Over Gold for the other side, which is a decent song. Here I got Herbie Hancock, George Harrison, got some Beatles, more Beatles, Doobie Brothers, this is some Doobs right here, Queen, yeah, even more Beatles. And I got these at like less than $1 for these 45s. They just sound amazing. I love them. I did get some 33s. I got Count Basie, so old jazz. He's really where it's at back in I think the 20s to 40s, 1920s to 1940s. He was a big band composer. So they got some of the greatest music from that time period. Picked up some classical music, and I picked up some old Simon and Garfunkel. So I mean, these type of artists you really can't beat. They're just great to listen to on vinyl, and they have some clicking, some popping, and all that stuff. But the fidelity is great, and you're not going to get those recordings readily found on streaming. They're just, you have to dig and dig and dig. One of the problems I have with streaming right now is the stuff that gets served up to you. It's picked by a computer. It's picked by artificial intelligence, pushing the most popular artists right in your face. So you have to really try hard to go and find good music that you want to listen to. Everything is being pushed in your face. That's top 40 stuff that's the billionaire artists are putting out, And these other guys, maybe the guys that are no longer around anymore, or maybe the younger bands that are trying to come up and get started, you're not going to get their music too easily. So sometimes just having the physical medium, putting the power in your own hands to choose what you want to listen to, when you want to listen to it, and sitting there from start to finish and listening to an entire song, or maybe even an entire side of an album. I can't praise vinyl enough. It's done a lot for me to encourage me to become a better, more constructive listener, and it helps me be a part of the music journey more. And I just really appreciate what it's doing for me as a person to appreciate music. Now that I've discovered 45s, I'm probably gonna have to go get a 45 container or some sort of shelving unit to hold these things, but I'm gonna start collecting these. They sound remarkable. All I need to do, I need to get these plastic inserts. There's these little inserts you need to put inside of the 45, and you can get them pretty cheap by the dozen. They're these little red or whatever color, any color, triangular insert that kind of holds the spindle for the 33. This is like an inch and a half across. So, and then I just put my record weight on top of that. So I hope you come with me on my journey through these vinyl records, these dusty old, they just sound amazing. And I would play some for you on my channel, but of course there'd be copyright infringements. I highly recommend, if you haven't gotten into it, just get a record player and get into vinyl.